When you find your person, that person makes you want to change. They don't have to force you to change. They don't have to push you to change. They don't have to keep fighting with you to do things that really is beneficial to you. You're going to want to do those things, and that's how you know your person is your person. That person just makes you want to do something you never did before. They make you want to be better. They make you want to be great. They make you want to take risks. They make you want to challenge yourself. That's what your person will do for you. So if you're with someone and they don't do that for you, they don't make you want to change, then that's not your person. Because your person, he or she does something to you, and it doesn't require them to have to nag you about it. It doesn't require them to have to push you and argue with you and fuss and fight with you to doing something that is going to better you. That's how you know a person is your person. If you're with someone and they're not your person, leave immediately. Cold turkey. Go do whatever you got to do. Get out of that situation, because you're just wasting your time. If you can't hold yourself for the person that you're trying to convince is your person, if you can't practice self-control and not sleep with someone until you figure out what it is you're doing, then that person is not for you. You wouldn't even be interested in dealing with other people. You're not going to have a desire. I don't care how horny you get. You're not going to want to lay down with anybody. You'll have those feelings, you'll have those emotions of, oh, I want to have sex, I got to have sex, but you're not going to do it unless it is with the person that you truly believe is your person. So if you've gone out, you've been on a break, and you actually was able to bring yourself to lay down with someone else, the person that you're trying to convince is your person is not your person, and you are not their person. Amazing sex, that's not even enough. Just because you're having amazing sex with someone, that does not mean that's your person. It just means that you're so emotionally consumed with how good the sex is, you don't even realize that the person you're sexing is not your person. So you can't even allow sex to cloud your judgment. And this is why a lot of people go celibate. This is why a lot of people remove sex out of the equation. So if you cannot remove sex from the equation and still find interest or desire to be with this person, if you can't be with someone and know that you can be with them even if you're not having sex, that's not your person. If you only desire to be with someone because of the sex, and if they call and say, hey, my period is on, I can't do it today. Or if he says, look, I'm not in the mood, I'm not, that right there can't happen tonight, and you lose interest, that right there is a big indication that you're only with that person for the sex. And I can assure you, sex is not going to sustain a strong and healthy relationship, because you can get good sex from anybody. There's a lot of people out there that have good sex. Trust. So if your relationship is built on sex alone, that's not your person. If your relationship is built on just the fact that you can depend on this person financially, that's not your person. If the relationship is built on the fact that you're just comfortable, not that you like the person, not that you even really want to be there, but because they're a little stable, they got a little bit going on for themselves, and you ain't really got to worry about finding some place to stay, being homeless, and you're just there because you are not in a position to put a roof over your own head, that's not your person.